E for everyone.
Welcome back, you beautiful indie gamers, to the next Indie Game Life video, and in this video we will be covering the most awesomest Switch indie games coming out this week. Wowza, this is going to be a great week for Nindies. You know what would make it even better? If you subscribe to Indie Game Life by clicking that funky red button below the video and liking for extra cool points. Just a quick reminder, all the links are in the description. Now bring forth the games! At number 6 we have Moving Out from SMG Studio. I have been following this game for ages. I first saw it in some cute GIFs on Twitter, which reminded me of Ghost Town Games' Overcooked. It's even published by Overcooked publisher Team 17. Think that game, but with moving furniture. Specifically, you're a new technician at Smooth Moves. And from what I can see in the trailer, will be irresponsibly responsible for lugging I wrote lugging instead of lugging. Responsible for lugging furniture out of people's houses and into movers' trucks. It's heavily physics-based in a way that reminds me of the hilarious Human Fall Flat and builds on the Overcooked theme by including couch co-op as well as character customization options. As the game progresses, the levels expand further and further on the original gameplay mechanic. If it turns out half as fun as it looks in the trailer, this one will surely be one to pick up from today on the Nintendo Switch at £19.99 or $24.99. Why hello there! It's me again, that annoying guy begging for you to subscribe to Indie Game Life. On our last video, only 20.3% of you lovely viewers were subscribed. If you are one of the 79-something%, subscribe for the indies. Seriously, the more of you subscribe, the more we can support indie devs and provide you with an awesome way to find them. At number 5, Dreadnought Call from Zen Studios. Your cruise was so relaxing until monsters from another dimension showed up to kill everyone, is the tagline for this horror turn-based RPG set aboard a ship. The visuals of the game, which includes 20 decks or levels, remind me very much of last year's beloved title, Luigi's Mansion. While I can't quite place the UI, I'm getting Borderland feels for some reason. The gameplay involves managing your resources effectively and building and maintaining your team of 4 NPCs you meet along the way. During the actual battles, you'll have to think several steps ahead in order to preserve your limited supply of action points. It looks like it stands to be a lot of fun to tackle this title when it launches tomorrow on the 29th of April for £17.99 or $19.99.
Butterscotch.
At number 4 we have Levelhead from Butterscotch Shenanigans. What a name for a studio. Props to you guys. For those of us who need more Super Mario Maker 2, or simply if you need an alternative that's 3 times cheaper, Levelhead might just be the game for you. The story is essentially Futurama, in that you are a futuristic galactic shipping service. The difference is that you're a technician who is in charge of building simulations to test the delivery crew. Similarly to Super Mario Maker 2, you can spend hours creating levels from 100 plus items, including bosses and flame balls. Once complete, you can play them for yourself, or share them with the world and start to build a following. It also includes up to 4-player couch co-op and the choice to create your level exclusively for multiple players, which is an interesting feature. What makes it even more awesome is its cross-play across mobile, Steam and Epic on PC, Xbox, and of course, the Switch. You can pick it up for £15.49 or $19.99 from the 30th of this month on the eShop at the links in the description. At number 3, this is a really interesting title, Ministry of Broadcast by Ministry of Broadcast Studios. This game has been highly acclaimed by some of the biggest voices in games journalism, and there's a reason why. Its story shines out as just such a unique idea. While many games settle for iterations on the princess being saved from a castle, Ministry of Broadcast story is an incredibly intriguing take on George Orwell's classic book, 1984. A wall appears seemingly overnight in the land of a cruel dictator. You are separated from your family by this wall, and since it's the only way to cross, decide to participate in a reality TV show hosted by the evil regime. The pixel art style, as well as the dark 1984 vibe, instantly reminds me of Panic Barn's 2018 title Not Tonight. Meanwhile, the parkour elements give me a slight My Friend's Pedro vibe. The gameplay revolves around solving puzzles by interacting with the environment, jumping to pull levers and the like. The game even lets you sacrifice NPCs to cross particularly spiky pits. This single-player title, published by HitSense, arrives on Switch on April 30th, like a lot of the games on this list, and is priced at £13.49 or $14.99. At number 2, we have Pocket Arcade Story from Kairosoft. This game approaches the meta level of game dev simulator Game Dev Tycoon, but instead of making games, you're back in the 80s making arcades. The pixel art visuals are looking extremely funky and colourful. The character designs, meanwhile, are extremely cute, and remind me of Fractorum's upcoming indie title Football Story. The gameplay revolves around decking out your arcade, building a loyal customer base, and hosting tournaments. You can add many flavours of stall, from dance to racing games, photo booths, and food stands. This 193MB game file arrives on Switch on April 30th for just £11.69 or $14. Finally, at number 1, we have Mushroom Heroes from Dolores Entertainment. Mushroom Heroes is a retro puzzle platformer inspired by 16-bit classics. This inspiration is also a curse, however. Making a puzzle platformer can be dangerous in the indie scene because of just how many good ones there are already. That said, Mushroom Heroes, which arrives on the Switch on the 30th, why is that date so popular? Looks like it has a chance because of a really nifty game mechanic it's using. In this single-player title, you have 3 characters in your crew, which you must utilize simultaneously. Jumpy, Yuppie, and Dombie have the perks of jumping higher, killing enemies, and blocking projectiles, respectively. The visuals are definitely inspired by 90s Super Mario Bros. And Zelda, and the developer doesn't try to hide it. There are dozens of original puzzles to be solved across 38 trick. There are dozens of original There are dozens of original puzzles to be solved across 38 tricky levels, and at only £4.40 or $4.90 with a 20% off pre-purchase sale, this one looks like a title I think I'll be picking up for myself. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. This video was narrated, written, and edited by me, Will Goad. Indie Game Life is part of the Focus Writing Collective, so thank you, as always, to our incredible team. Goodbye, and see you again next week.